everyone, it's Athena. Today is Sunday, February 16th, 2020, okay? It's still, we're still vibing, right? With love like we do every day. But I wanted to give this reading today as a bonus and a way to say thank you to each and every one of you. My Valentine reading came up on Saturday because of my Wi-Fi. So I apologize for that. And that's why I'm doing this reading for all of my subscribers, to say thank you and for understanding and being patient. Okay, so let's talk about the love that we are feeling for another. When we end up in a relationship or we're dating someone and we start to see toxic patterns, so to speak, right? So we keep saying to ourselves, we say, if only we could, I'm not going to use the word, I may end up using it. We want to reform someone else because we love them, right? Or vice versa. Someone says, if only these few things could, and I will use the word change, so that we could really merge together as a couple. We say sometimes, if you loved me, you would whatever, right? And that's not the way of love. Love is defined in many ways, shapes, and form. And when we try to reform someone, if we try to, you can't. If you really love, you will never reform anybody. Why? Because love is accepting. Love accepts the other as is. Love respects the other as is. Right? So when you come to know love in that way, it becomes more than just a thought of trying to change someone. Then that love purifies itself into a immensely beautiful love, by which is called divine love. And the world then disappears because it's divine, because you're accepting yourself as you are. Okay. Couple shuffles and let's go. All right. Looks like I have to get a new deck here because this deck has been getting a little sticky. All right. So some of you are in sticky situations, right? All right, one more shuffle and then we can begin. Okay, good. This is February 16th, or whenever it is that this applies. And it may not apply. This isn't going to apply to everyone, right? Okay, so we have as the first card out the Knight of Pentacles, which is the slowest moving knight. So this knight is saying, I'm learning slowly about whatever it is that you are learning about. Is it about love? Is it about yourself? Is it about how you view yourself in terms of, not being codependent anymore, not being jealous anymore? The feelings that you're trying to heal the feelings in your heart is healing, and it's taking a little time, which is there's no set time if that is what you're going through. The lessons that you're trying to learn, the things, this is a dark horse. You see? This horse is not white. It's dark. What does that mean? It means that you're slowly getting out of toxicity, the dark shadow, your shadow, right? But it's happening. That's the good news. It may take a while to heal and to get out of that, but it's happening. You are growing. You are maturing. See? You are being reborn. And so that's what you need a little more time, and it's not much. I mean, time, I can't say how long, right? But this is a nurturing energy, of course. The Empress has gone through it all and becomes mature and is grown into, after, it's being reborn. This is a rebirth. A rebirth of after the completion of the toxicity, the shadow self, comes the rebirth. So we are being reborn and growing into our own self. Our true self is what I hear. So the rebirth is being reborn into your real self, which is divine love. Growing, the Empress is growing from the tree of life. Okay? That's beautiful. So we are being reborn now. We have some of you are still completing the shadow work and going into a rebirth. Caring for yourself and it also could be caring for a child, mother caring for a child with deep love and healing for the child. Okay? Okay, 2 cards came out. So let's start with this one. The Queen of Wands being a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. So this is someone who is very passionate. And this is who you've become, right? This is a nurturing feminine energy who is nurturing and passionate about who they are becoming, they have become. So this is a change, right? The change is about who you are now as your real self is reborn. Like the masks are off, right? The shadow side of what you've been dealing with within yourself has been reborn, purified, okay, if you will. And going into, this is who you are, this is who you now are showing to the world who you are. Devoted, giving and receiving from the heart, growing your self-esteem, right? And being grounded, for sure. That's beautiful. Because you have gone within. Virgo card. Okay? So you have gone within. You have become, this is who you have been reborn into. The nurturing, the wisdom that you now have is undeniable and will show to others. People will understand. People will see you as a different person now, completely. As matured. You have matured and grown into the woman, the mother. The feminine energy is here, all over here. By going within and knowing that you're charging away from, you purified the shadow side, right? And going into the light and the knowledge of your higher self. Learning, right? This could also be a mother and a father caring for a child. Okay? Many ways of looking at this, depending on your situation. But maturing, no less. Maturing. This situation, this rebirth has helped a couple and or yourself to mature greatly in love, and to probably feel such love for yourself and a child that you've never experienced. Like you've never, the love of a child, right? The love of a child is undeniable. You can't put words to it. I'm not saying that the love of another is not the same, but it's love comes in many shapes, sizes, and dimensions. It has taken great strength to get to this point, to get to your higher wisdom and knowledge. It has changed you. So a child has changed this couple to become stronger, more passionate of giving and receiving love, divine love. And it's helped ground them. It's this rebirth, exactly like what we said. Coming out of the dark night of the soul, meaning shadow work. All it means is that you're purifying toxic behaviors, toxic ways of thinking, negativity, all of the egoic things that we take on have been purified, and we now have grown to love and to be strong for others and for ourselves. We've learned that patience is a virtue. Patience is everything. And that's what maturity is, isn't it? Is it not? Patience is waiting to heal, waiting for your own rebirth to happen, creating a new sense of yourself in becoming. And the doors of opportunity, a happy home, then comes out of all of this. The doors of the light is shown for all to see. You as a person that has grown and has become their own person. Beautiful. And this is a blessing from the universe. So this could be about a family unit that has changed and grown and matured in love and in love for a child. The change has happened by purifying that which was toxic or from the ego, right? We've kind of like all the ego is gone, right? Not gone, but we've been able to purify the ego. The ego never goes. It comes and goes, right? And the wisdom that we've taken is we know how to navigate. We know how to navigate with these two cards. We know how to grow within a situation because it has taught us patience, and that's how you mature. Through the patience, through the divine love, through the grace of God, people change and grow, especially after going through, doing shadow work. And that's how you become who you truly are. And it strengthens you. So this strengthens you by not giving up, never giving up the fight, never giving up the fight of who you really are and what love you have to show and how you grow within yourself and how you show it to others. Never giving up the fight. Because deep within the recesses of your heart lies the deepest love and devotion. And we are not using our logic, we're using our heart. And that's what the universe has bestowed upon you, the blessings of the heart. There's not just one star in the star, is there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, for others. And then this star. We say it's the star card, but the stars are everywhere. The stars are stability. What we've created for the universe as co-creators that we are. The blessings that come to you is that you've grown and matured. And this was a blessing for you to learn. More blessings. Look at that. The universe has been working to help someone really gain a sense of maturity, to grow within yourself and to shed the old self completely. That's what rebirth is. Shedding the old self, or what you think or what you thought yourself looked like from an ego, from the ego, right? And then the universe comes in and shows you the work that you've done has matured you. The experiences of what you've gone through has matured you into a wise, strong self. This could also be your higher self guiding you to get you through this period of time. During that, where the angels are always with us, to seek the highest form of love of self and for a child. Okay. Take a bow because you have done really good. And this is not ego. This is humble. The head is down. The head is down. The blessings of this reading was to enable someone to mature and to be humble. Even in the midst of chaos and needing the greatest patience of all, right? And to humble yourself to love. Exactly. The transformation has happened. You have now become what? You have become wise, strong, patient, devoted, giving and receiving love in a way that you've never felt before. Yes. Congratulations. You have matured. You have gone to, now we have 2 3s here. You have experienced a new shift in perspective, a shift in what you will and will not accept as true to yourself. You will not, this love does not change or reform anyone. Because why? Because this has changed and reformed you. There's no more confusion. We are able to understand now the withdrawal. You have withdrawn to a point where now it's time for you to get out of that. The change is here. The change is no more negative thinking, no more confusion, no more denial of your reality. Why? Because you have learned your lessons, and the lessons they don't stop. This is just a part of your experience where you're shifting into a new you, right? You're changing, you've transformed now. So now it comes with a new chapter, a new life, new beginnings. One more. Because you've been patiently getting out of a cycle, which is karmic. The waiting game was that you were waiting for potentially good news about a child, waiting for the blessings to come in to get some good news, waiting for the maturation of self, right? Going through it and being comfortable and knowing that it is what it is when it is, right? How it unfolds doesn't matter as long as we accept it for what it is. That's respecting the love of self and accepting the love of self. There you go. And now you can start new. in this new shifting of self. The paradigm shift has happened for you to know that you have the strength, the will, and the patience, and the blessings. This is a blessing. The rebirth. It's a rebirth. And or it could be the birth of a child, and or the caring of a child. But the miracles come when we are patient and strong as parents, right? Okay, let's get one card from the Ascended Masters and Archangels here. Or how many cards the universe wants to give us, yeah? Oh, okay, so this is too many. Just one or two. We'll take these. Okay, so the life force. Express your driving passion. Sensual and sexual powers are increased. Well, the power of being grounded makes us grow. Here's a young soul, right, who's growing, right? It looks like a boy, right? A little boy who's growing into their own self. And the holy amethyst, divine alchemy, move beyond current challenges and focus on what you desire. So the focus on this could be between a mother and a child and a father, right here. And the transformation that has happened for a child, with a child, to a child, right? Also could be about the rebirth of self, being grounded, being given the growth that is needed for your stability. This is now stability, wisdom, and love by the divine. The blessings, right? The blessings for parents with a child, the blessings are all here. Or it's about the transformation. This is about the transformation of self, maturing into who you now are becoming through the experience of the love that you have for yourself, your partner, your family, a child, and growing into that through strength and great patience. Divine love. I wish you a great day, and we'll talk tomorrow.